welcome back. Now, some parts of Ekurhuleni might experience water shortages over the weekend. Rand Water says it's planning maintenance of its H5 pipeline from the 9th to the 11th of June. It's all part of its strategy to refurbish and upgrade infrastructure, this to ensure sustainable water supply. So, to discuss this even further, we're now joined by Rand Water's Makenosi Maroo this morning on Newslink. And thank you so much for your time, Makenosi. Good morning to you. How important is this maintenance, this water infrastructure maintenance, a procedure that you'll be taken throughout in Ekurhuleni?
Good morning to Mel and good morning to your viewers. It's very important. I can give you the analogy of when you have a car. For you to have a car moving, you need to take your car for service. And if you servicing your car, it's there, you're not able to drive the car. But when it comes out, it will be in top shape. You'll be able to drive your car. It's the same analogy. So we are implementing a planned maintenance so that we are able to refurbish. It's part of our augmentation strategy, like you're saying, to upgrade our infrastructure. So it's very important for Rand Water to continue with a planned maintenance.
Absolutely. With that being said, looking at the times here, 40 hours planned, and scheduled rather, to conduct this maintenance project from 6 p.m. on Friday, the 9th of June until 12 p.m. on Sunday, the 11th of June, 2023. Does this in any way affect residents' water supply?
Yes, some areas will be affected in the sector of Ekurhuleni. But also, Timera, remember when we start with planned maintenance, it does not mean automatically from 6 o'clock everybody does not have water. We are letting them know 21 days in advance so that they can fill up the reservoirs. Excuse me. So the reservoirs are full, so it will take time. So we are also not advising people to stockpile water. So it does not mean automatically from 6 o'clock there is no water. So there will be water up until certain time. From that time, the municipality will also supply with water tankers. I know they will be dispatching water tankers.
There are also strategic areas that I'm sure you've made alternative contingency plans for here. I'm talking hospitals, schools, municipal offices. Surely those will also be prioritized in making sure that they don't, experience heavy, inconvenience in as far as water supply is needed.
Yes, that we have done. Obviously, we do that by issuing that 21-day notice. So we're saying to the municipality, please ensure that the strategic areas do not have shortages. If they have shortages, it should not be for a long time. So we give them 21 days in advance to start planning, to come up with contingency plans.
Yeah. Are you able to share maybe some of the areas at this point? I know they're quite many to name, but at least some of the areas that will be affected, so that our residents, our viewers that are even watching right now, may at least know that they need to at least look up this information, even after this, conversation, to ensure that they do what they can to ensure that they have alternative, plans for water, but also they are aware that this is happening in their area.
All right. No, Dumela, in terms of the area, to be specific, we're not able to give the areas. We've asked the municipality that as Rand Water, we are the bulk water service provider. We'll give in and say City of Ekurhuleni. City of Ekurhuleni will then come down and say these particular areas. So they will be issuing a statement also indicating which areas will be affected.
I want to also just talk about, if I may, with that being said, the fact that even though you're doing all you can to ensure that you upgrade this infrastructure, you're still appealing to residents really to continue using water sparingly. There's only so much that you can do, but you have to work as a collective right with residents, making sure that they are using water sparingly, they are responsible with the consumption and usage of water, especially at this time as well.
Yes, definitely. We always urge, because we also don't want to say, we are enforcing. We are really encouraging consumers to use water sparingly. Remember the water system, it's an integrated system from Rand Water into a municipal system going into a consumer, an end user. It's a very integrated system. So we need to be careful in terms of how we use water. And consumers just want to have water. They cannot say it's Rand Water, it's City of Joburg, it's Ekurhuleni. Consumers just want water. Therefore, as bulk water service provider, we're saying kindly use water sparingly.
Also, on that note, just in far as the responsibility of the residents, your note on this, your perspective in it with regards to Orlando Power Station, I understand, impacting Rand Water and Johannesburg water infrastructure?
Is we had a power trip, to put it that way. And maybe let me just explain, because somebody would ask, are you impacted by load shedding? This is not load shedding. It was just a power trip. because of the Orlando power station. So we're having a team on site. They are working on the issue, on the matter, to resolve the matter as quick as possible, and we'll communicate once we have resolved the matter.
All right, Makenosi Maroo, thank you so much for joining us right here on Newslink, taking out that notice of planned maintenance for its H5 pipeline to be, of course, go underway.